Good morning. Beautiful ocean out here. We're on the Celebrity Reflection, and today is a port day. We are going to Cozumel. We're very excited about that. But first, let's go get some breakfast at the buffet, and I'll show you a little tour of the breakfast buffet as well this morning. I thought I'd share a little bit of the breakfast buffet with you just to see what it looks like. If you missed it, we showed an example of the lunch buffet. It does change. We showed an example of that on day one, so you can go back and look at that if you're interested. And also, just if you're curious, during the current circumstances, they do serve you, but they will give you as much food as you want, so that's not an issue. Got some roasted pork this morning. That looks really good. Lots of really good options. And they do have bacon every day. I know some cruise lines don't anymore, but they do. They also have fresh options. They always have smoked fish. I've seen that every day. They have, make your own granola, cottage cheese, that kind of stuff. And they do have a poached egg section where you can get eggs Benedict. They have an English section with roasted tomatoes, blood sausage, that kind of thing. Good morning. Good, how are you doing? And they've got the smoked fish, fresh fruit, all kinds of options. We have come out for breakfast and I got poached eggs, tomato, potatoes, vegetables, and bacon. And Brian got scrambled eggs, same veggies, same potatoes, and a hash brown. And wow, we got breakfast with a view, a blurry view, there we go, view this morning, so gorgeous. I mean, this is so nice. And it's nice and warm this morning, it feels fantastic.
Fighting all night against the Gulf Stream and the unfavorable stream. We made it on time. It's very important to maintain the schedules. And now we have the clearance from the local authorities. That means you may proceed outside, ashore, using
good morning. Alright, here we go into Cozumel. Woo! And here we are, we're walking in. So we're actually doing a self-guided excursion, so to speak. We're just taking a taxi to Chankanaab, which is an adventure park. We've been there before. I will link to our previous video below in the description. We had a great time, so we're hoping to repeat the fun and go back today. It's a short, like 5-minute taxi ride from the port. To Chankanaab, and just like last time, we got here nice and early, which we prefer. We like having it to ourselves for a little while. It's really nice. And here we are to the beach area. Now this adventure park is huge. Sadly, my GoPro, one of the batteries already died. It's something that's not right with it, and this one, it doesn't have a lot, so I'm gonna have to be brief. Like I said, I'll put our other video below of Chankanaab. It's great. I want to have some battery life for snorkeling. So as you can see, just like last time, this area is pretty rough. So if you're not a strong swimmer, you don't really want to do this. They have another secure lagoon that you can swim in, and they also have pools, but they have sea lion shows, dolphin encounters, paths you can walk on and get history, and we'll show a lot of that stuff today as long as I have battery, as long as my battery holds out. In typical Carmen and Brian excursion fashion, it's beach, specifically beach excursions. It started raining. We're hoping it blows over soon. I don't think it's supposed to rain all day. If you're enjoying this video, be sure to subscribe and hit the bell so you won't miss anything new. going to walk their trails. They have really cool trails through the jungle. You see a lot of iguanas and birds, but they also have a lot of replicas of Mayan ruins and other artifacts, and they're really nice looking replicas. So it's really an enjoyable trail to walk on. Their pool here at Chankanaab, and they do have a swim up pool bar, which is pretty neat. Of course, now that we are back on the ship, it's bright and sunny. I mean, there's still clouds, but it has brightened up, and of course the GoPro did die, so I didn't get to film everything I wanted, but we had a good time at Cozumel. We made the most of a windy, drizzly, cloudy day in Cozumel, but now it's looking gorgeous, and I thought I'd share the Carnival Valor is docked pretty close to us here in Cozumel as well. It looks like they have a fun slide up there on top of their main deck. It's a big ship. Today on the lawn they are showing Mulan. So many people watching right now. And it's weird, this whole deck almost has been deserted so far, and it's strange because it's kind of the nicest it's been all day right now. It's still windy, but the sun has come out and it's pretty pleasant. It's very warm. Decided to pop to the Sunset Bar and grab a drink. Never seems to be too busy back here. And it's a beautiful view off the back of the ship. Found a nice little spot up here at the Sunset Bar to relax. Just a tip, this is a smoking area, so sometimes you can't find an area out of smoke, but today it's pretty sparsely, again, we're not seeing a lot of people, so we don't know if people went on really long excursions today in Cozumel, but it's not very busy on the ship. There's a fair number of people on the Lido deck, and it is nice and warm, and the sun keeps coming out in full force, so good time for the pool. But we're still a little weirded out. Like across the way, the Mass Grill is wide open, the Mass Bar is wide open. Like there must be some really cool excursions going on that take a long time today. We're walking up towards the front of the ship for a nice view, and got a great view of the Valor from here. Really good view from here of the Cozumel port. So we were just right down there, and in fact we took a picture in front of that Cozumel sign. We're sitting here looking at these resorts and wondering if you can get day passes. So if you know, leave us a comment below, because some of these look like they might have some decent, swimming and snorkeling options just right here at the port, which would be nice. And there's also, interestingly, a gray cruise ship way down there. It's an interesting color. Can't tell from here what it is. We were popping into the Ensemble Lounge. This is one of the only places we found on the ship that has La Fin du Monde, which is one of Brian's favorite beers. So we're gonna hit that if it's open. It's supposed to be open. It looks kind of quiet in here. Yeah. We came back to our room real quick to drop some stuff off, and we have yet another surprise. This has been amazing, this first cruise back for the Celebrity Reflection since, the shutdown. Wow, every day they shower us with gifts. You want to open that, Brian, so we can see what it is? We can kind of see through it a little bit. I see some meats and cheeses and breads. Oh wow, look at that spread. So there's olives, breadsticks, other breads, cured meats. I see some dried apricots and maybe some walnuts. That's quite the charcuterie spread. Looks really good. We're back to our room balcony, and this is so funny. I don't know how well it'll show up. I'm pretty blind out here because the sun is so intense. But there is a boat pulling a, quote, submarine. It's not a real submarine, but it's one of those tours where so you can go down under and see, what's underneath, which is pretty cool. But it's just so funny how the boat is actually pulling the submarine. See if I can zoom in, but the sun is so intense I can't really see what I'm doing. So funny. So I'll pan over and show you this intense sun. I know, you know, you're not here, but wow, it is blinding. It's so funny how it was so overcast this morning and it's so intense right now. It's now high tea at the buffet and they've got a lot of nice little treats out. A shrimp sandwich and a beetroot sandwich. Also got beef empanadas, bell pepper quiche, raisin scones, plain scones, and some, it looks like bread pudding. They also, of course, have some sweet treats as well. We are at the back of the ship again, and if you don't know this, Celebrity flies the flag of Malta. The country of Malta. Brian's father's actually been there, I know. It's supposed to be very lovely. And wow, this view has drastically improved now that the sky's cleared up. It's so beautiful. And over there, I don't know if you can see on the video, that's mainland Mexico. We're gonna head into the Sky Lounge to relax this afternoon before dinner. It's very bright. The sun is intense. It went from a gray morning to a overly bright afternoon. We were curious about this cruise ship because of the color. It's gray with red trim. It turns out it's Virgin Scarlet Lady, which we've seen some videos on. Pretty cool. It's here in Cozumel. And I'm not familiar with the cruise line that you see to the left that's sailing away. It's Transcribi? I'm not sure the name of the ship. And then, as you know, we've got the Carnival Valor here as well. But that's pretty cool that there is a Virgin ship here. They just lifted the gangway, so looks like we're about to head out to sea. And this should be a peaceful night because Belize City, which is our next destination, is pretty close by. And just like that, we're sailing away. It kind of snuck up on us. We're in the main dining room, or MDR as it's known, and I've got some gluten-free bread. We've got our dips, and we couldn't quite hear some of them, but this is regular butter and that is a blue cheese dip. We're not sure what this is, so we'll find out. And then there's Brian's regular gluten-filled basket. I got the wedge salad, which looks amazing. I love a wedge salad. Of course, I had to get the escargot. Brian got the shrimp cocktail and the caprese salad. Brian and I both got the same entree, which is the branzino with lentils and a parsnip puree and some spinach. It is so good. We've had this actually before on Celebrity Cruises. It's so good. Also, we have this amazing sunset while we're having dinner. We just finished an amazing dinner. I mean, amazing. And our server and all the assistants are just also amazing. We came out to look at this ship. It's pretty cool. You can see it all lit up. It's another cruise ship that's pretty neat. We are here for the magic show tonight, and just like last night, if you didn't see our previous video, this is one of those we cannot film because it's someone from off the ship. It's not the ship staff, it's someone from off the ship. It's a magician. So we will let you know what we think afterwards. We came back to our room to even more presents. It looks like we've got a stack of coasters here that says Celebrity Cruises. That's awesome. If you've enjoyed this video, be sure to click on the video on your screen right now and click subscribe so you won't miss anything new. Thanks so much for watching. Until our next adventure.